and join my walls with me as I attempt to build my dream bedroom from scratch. Hi, I'm Jenna and I'm currently in the process of renovating my Victorian conversion flat all by myself with no idea what I was doing when I started. I'm definitely not a pro, but since this is my fourth time doing this, I thought I'd do my best to walk you through the process in case anyone else was thinking of giving it a go. First, I mix up my joint compound with a bit of water. We're looking for a nice creamy texture here. Then I start with my vertical lines. I first slap on a generous amount of jointing compound before applying the tape, making sure the direction of the fold which is in the middle of the tape is pointed towards the wall. This will make sure the tape sits nice and naturally against your joint. Next, we then use our palette knife to push against the tape, forcing any excess compound out the side. If you're messy like me, do this in smaller sections, unless you enjoy scraping dry compound off the floor later. The idea is to get a very thin but even layer of compound behind the tape, with no gaps for air bubbles to form. Now, a pro would leave it at that, but as a DIYer, the video I learnt from taught me that it's best to repeat the process again, just to ensure the tape is completely coated in compound, everything is smooth and there's no chance of air bubbles. You then repeat that across all the vertical joins in the room, bearing in mind that corners are slightly trickier. For this, you fold the tape in half. If you're using paper tape like me, there'll be a guide fold line for you to follow. You then add your compound on each side of the corner, push your tape in, and then squeeze out the excess compound on each side. I like to use the edge of my knife to initially push the center of the tape into the join and then press outwards a few times to give the tape some grip before I smooth it out vertically. Once your vertical lines are all done, you need to leave them to dry before coming back and repeating the process on your horizontal lines. It's genuinely not that difficult, it just takes a bit of practice and patience. Follow along to learn the next steps in this process and watch me build my dream bedroom from start to finish.